Hey, welcome everybody to Bridging the Seen and Unseen. I'm Shane McLain. This is the wonderful Gwen. How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
I can't complain. My wife's sitting right there anyway. Can't deal with all that right now. You know, can't deal with all that. But it's really great to be here. It's really great. I appreciate everybody that comes on and watches. Tonight I'm very very excited about this one because this guest that I have is an actor. He's a movie star. He's a director. From what I understand, he used to be a paranormal skeptic, and I think I think those are some of the best ones to have because like I think inside my head I'm like, you do horror movies and you don't believe in ghosts? Like, how does that even work? How does that even work? Like you can go behind the screen and kill people and do that, and then they show up as a ghost in there, but you don't believe in ghosts in real life, but hey, listen, but I'm glad that he does the research now because like I said, I've been chasing this thing since I was 10 years old, and I just want to know the truth. And I'm excited about having this guy. So maybe he can tell me. Let's bring on David J. Paul. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
What's going on?
Thank you for having me, Shane.
Yes, sir.
It's the first time we're actually meeting right now, and I heard good things about you from the one and only Gwen Johns over there. So,
yeah, she's great. She's great. Yeah. She's great. She could actually probably be in movies too.
Well, guess what, Shane? We're working on it.
Oh, look at that! Look. She could probably be in it. She could. You just got to catch her on the right days. Like there's certain days that like Gwen is not Gwen, but you'll know it. You'll know it. You'll know it. So we always start the podcast off. Why don't you tell everybody like who you are and a little about yourself?
Oh boy! All right, here we go.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, here we go.
There you go.
Got to make sure my hair is not sticking out or anything. All right, cool. So, so I was a former professional athlete in not one.
In what?
Two different sports. I was out in LA. I went out for the CBA basketball team for the LA Clippers in 1995.
Oh, wow.
I was a three-point shooter specialist. And so I went out there, made the team, and then I broke my foot a couple times. I had to call it quits. So that kind of sucked. Then I went to rehab. They said I was good to go. And then I just didn't go back for basketball because once you break your foot once, that sucks. Once you break it twice, now you're going to have a big problem catching up with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So I was working double, triple time to catch up with everybody. Don't get me wrong, I still had the killer shot, but those guys were really making me look really stupid. So I quit that. Then what I decided to do is still go into another sport at a high level, and I went for PBA bowling on the Professional Bowling Association tour. So I did that. I made it professional from 2009 to 2010, did it for a whole year. And then I was like, come on, dude, no one can get hurt in bowling, right? So I got hurt. I threw up my sciatic nerve muscle in my lower back. So not one, but two sports, I made it to the highest level. And 2 times I injured myself. So now I'm injury prone. I had to go to sports rehab for a total of 16 months. Total.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, well, screw these sports now. I'm done. So then I just decided to go to my next passion. My next passion, I'm a big, movie buff. I love the horror genre. and also the ghost and paranormal stuff. And it all fascinated me when I was a kid. So I asked my dad, I said, how do you think I could get into the movie industry? And he says, I have no idea. Like really, he had no idea.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, curious. So I found my way to go on Facebook. Social media is where you find everything. That's the best option to find stuff. And I finally knocked on doors until one door finally opened. And this one dude gave me a chance, and I fell in love with it. And now, starting from 2022 to present day, I'm full blown into the movie industry. Like, I've been in over 130 movies as an actor.
130.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's not up yet on IMDb because a lot of people are really slow. As could
Do
be.
you sleep?
Well, Gwen knows I used to.
He has a hard time. We've been working on some stuff, and he sees that I work all night. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. I said
She does. She does.
I said, dude, I'm starting to sweat a little bit, so now I'm going back. So it's a little hot in my house, but so I decided to go into directing. In casting. I'm a story creator, still an actor, and I'm just going all over the place as much as I can. I don't.
How big of a difference is that between like doing the acting and directing? Because they both have their pros and cons there, but it seems like you would think that the actor would be on set longer, but it's probably the director, producer, whatever it is.
Yeah. So the director is the hardest job of all. Director, you got to see the vision, you got to read the script, and a lot of times when you read the script, the vision's not there in person because it's a whole different location compared to what the writers are writing, and it's a lot harder. And that's why you need a first AD. That's why I have a great one in my good buddy, close friend Michael Sexton. He is my first AD in all the movies that I do now. That means he's the first assistant director. So when I'm directing, if I miss something or if I don't see something and he sees, because he already knows, I need all of his opinions constantly. Don't hold anything back. And he's the one then that comes to me and says, hey, Dave, I think this is better if we could do it this way or this way, stuff like that. So I haven't been used to directing back in the day. My friends told me, like one of my good buddies, Jose Masonette, he lives in New Jersey. He told me years ago, he says, bro, he says, you're going to be a great actor. Don't get me wrong, but I see a vision of you being a kick-ass director. And I said, come on, dude. I don't see myself directing. I don't think I'm want to do it. And here we are. What the heck, right? This is going to be my third movie I'm directing. I'm freaking loving it. I'm really quick at what I do. I am an actor first, but as a director, I could blend in with the actors and know what they're feeling because
what's going on there. You know what they're doing. You know what they have to go through. So I mean that could be a perfect mix up for you right there.
Yeah, it's so much easier now. It's almost like fluent. Like when I get there, I already see the vision instantly, and I'm like, whoa! Like it's really coming naturally. And then usually when a director takes maybe a full day, 2 days, 3 days the most at directing, it usually takes me almost a full day to as late as night as possible. And I make the whole movie in one day. Usually those are short films. Feature films, I can bang that out in 4 to 5 days by the way that I direct and the way that I positively bring the effort to everybody instead of no negativity. And it really works.
That's amazing. That's amazing because like you said, now when you're doing a movie like that, they give you like a certain amount of days that you can produce, that you can be on set or whatever. I mean, are there any times where you go over or you increase budget or anything like that?
So it depends on the location. Whoever's allowing us to film at their location, they say, listen, I could give this to you, to film here for maybe a day or 2 days tops. and these are days and times and how long you could be here. So with that little time that they're giving us, I have to look at the script one more time, and then I got to get all the actors together, everybody that works with me, and say, listen, we don't have a lot of time to do all of this. So this is what I want to do. I want to go from A, B, and C in that order, but then bring something else to the table that it makes sense to fill out the whole story in a lot quicker time, instead of, piece by piece by piece going into order. A lot of people, when they do that, they're way past their normal time, and that's why they got to come back another day, and it's going to take months probably until you get approved again to be at that location. So, like I told good old Glenn over here, I said,
is that why you always see directors like getting aggravated with the actors because they have to continually like do a scene over and over and over and over again?
It gets frustrating because when you have a time limit, right, you got to really know your stuff the best you can, because
by the way, Daryl, say hey to Daryl.
Hey buddy, how you doing, Daryl? Like, that's one of my dudes right there. He's awesome. He is a movie actor. He is making his very first ever full-length feature film. He's directing.
Oh wow! Congratulations, Daryl.
He's directing, casting, acting, story creating. That dude is as smart as it comes in this industry. And the funny thing is, no one gave him an opportunity ever. And Daryl and I talk every day, and we're like, dude, if people don't give us opportunities, to hell with this. We're going to do it ourselves and show people you're missing out. And when we bring a great project after what we do, and we show people you passed up on us and you didn't give us a chance, well, look what we did. We have a kick-ass project for you now, and you snooze, you lose. That's how it goes.
That's exactly it. What I have found that drives people absolutely crazy, especially miserable people, is when you're happy and successful.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It drives people crazy.
Yeah.
It really does, and so I can imagine. Daryl, you keep on, man. You keep on, man. That's so good that you're doing that you got that going. I think that's phenomenal. But I think anybody that directs and plays in movies and stuff like that, I think that's just like the coolest thing, because I'm a movie buff too.
Cool. So you're gonna watch my movies?
Yeah, I'll watch your movie. I'll definitely watch your movies. I'll definitely watch it. My wife was just asking, some of the ones that you played in. I told her, I said, look up one, and I told her one to look up there. So I hope so.
Well,
but
I have some posters.
Go ahead.
Would you like to talk about those a little bit? All right, let's do this one. That's the first one that pops up.
All right. First one's always the best. So Return of the Corn Zombies is the newest movie that I was in. It's a zombie feature film, obviously. I mean, you see it, the poster. We filmed that out in Illinois. That was last year. And I read the script. I was brought to my attention with this movie by a friend of mine. Her name's Ann Mirna. And she asked me to read it. And I read the script. And this was a sequel to Attack of the Corn Zombies Part 1. Attack of the Corn Zombies Part 1 wasn't really scary, wasn't really out there. Return of the Corn Zombies was a lot darker. It was a lot more scarier. You got zombies that are more aggressive. You got like zombies that really, if you look at the makeup and special effects, it's killer. And I play this character named Sean. The movie's based in the 60s and 70s, and everyone has those kind of styles, the clothes wear, the personalities that go with it and stuff. But for me, I have this cowboy hat on. I'm really well dressed and everything, because I am the leader of the homestead. The homestead is a sanctuary, basically, for all these survivors that didn't get eaten yet or bit by the zombies. This one girl brought these like 5 survivors to the homestead. It's a nice big house. There's a shed, everything like that. And when they came to the homestead, they met me. And I'm similar to, like, how do you say? I'm almost like a mayor. like I run the whole thing. Okay. But you don't want to cross me, because if you cross me, then it's time to get fed. And that's the reason why I have a pretty bad plan up my sleeve. So I'm a family man. I got 3 daughters. I got a wife. I got my right-hand man, bodyguard. And like I said, I just have plans up my sleeve. And at one time, my plans are starting to backfire on me, and then I lose it. And I'm starting to lose my family. And you're just going to have to watch it after that. Yeah.
That's what, I've noticed, like, a lot of zombie movies, they are hit or miss there, because like you can really tell if somebody does like an all blown job like with zombies, and you really kind of have to make that look like real. It's like when I think of like a vampire movie, I think of 30 Days a Night.
Yeah.
I mean, like that is like that bald head guy. That's like the scariest of vampires that you can get right there.
Yeah, he's pretty scary.
Yeah. I mean, like all of them are, and the way that they talk and stuff like that, and their teeth. I like how they did their teeth and stuff like that. I mean, but I mean, they really put something into that. They wanted their vampires to really look authentic, and they did a great job. And I've noticed that about zombies. Like I've seen some that just look like you can see the skin underneath, like if their skin's coming off their face, like you can see the skin that's their regular skin. And I'm like, that just throws it off right there. Because if somebody really looks at them, they don't look as authentic as you would think they would.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot scarier when you see them up close, when it looks legit. I had the feeling, and that was pretty cool, when I came out of the house that I was studying my lines for. And our PA says, "All right, Dave, we're up now with you. Let's go get you out there." So I'm like, "Cool." And I'm walking out there, and the PA says to me, "So the actors, they want to take pics with you and act around like there's zombies around you and take pics with you. I hope you don't mind." I'm like, "No, that's cool." So I go up to them, and they really got into characters. One of them scared the shit out of me, actually.
Not bad.
I'm like, "Whoa, dude!" Like. And then after that, I forgot my line. I had to go back and say, "Script, please." And I totally forgot everything. He freaked me the hell out. So
now, how long does it usually take to get if a person sits down, like if I were to sit down and you were to make me zombied out like that, how long does it usually take a makeup artist to do that, to really get it?
Yeah. So the real good ones, they probably get you in really good between like 40 minutes, an hour tops. Yeah, sometimes if you already have your costume made and you want to wear your costume, then it's so much easier. It will get done faster. All we got to do is put latex on you, douse the makeup, the blood, all that stuff. So it'll be a lot faster if you provide your own costume and stuff like that to do that. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting because I think like some of them, and I think like can you imagine like Predator?
Mm-hmm.
That costume, I don't care what anybody says, that costume has to take so much time to put together and put on, especially like for the face to open up like that. Yeah. Like I mean, it's crazy the stuff that they can do, but it's also magical, and that's what makes these movies good like that.
Well, that's where the acting comes in underneath those costumes. You got to make it all believable for everybody to scare the shit out of you all, and then we go back as a winner.
So what is like your favorite? What is your favorite role or your favorite movie that you've either done or what like give us an example of your absolute favorite where you think you were at your very, very best.
Oh man,
Huh?
Shane, great question. Great question, Shane. So, Gwen, you're right. He's good. I like him.
I told you.
Yes. So that's hard to say because my absolute best, I try and do it every time, but I have not reached my plateau of my limit yet. I'm still rising to the top every single character. There's no limit yet for me, and that's the scary
That's a good
part
answer.
too. There's all right. Let me put it like this: I like to tackle roles that people are scared shitless to do. Some people may think I don't want to do it; it's gonna make me look bad. Maybe I'm not gonna look like a good actor. I can't pull it off. Other times, people have this, I don't know, weird fixation on, oh, you want me to play a serial killer? Well, I don't want anyone thinking that it's going to be like me in real life. I don't want them putting two and two together, and it's going to be hard for me to, people look at me in that same way or something like that. For me, I love the hardest roles because I want the roles no one wants because I love the challenge. Remember, 2-time professional sport athlete, my competitive kicks in. So I love challenges. And I read scripts and I ask these casting directors, I asked the directors, I said, hey man, what's still available? And they're like, well, this role, but no one wants to take the role. I said, why not? And they said, because it's too hard for them and to get their mind wrapped around it. And I said, okay, I'll take it. Just like that. No questions asked. And they said, all right, we'll give you, how much time do you need? Like I told Glenn, it's almost like I like to keep what I'm reading in my head as much as I can before I step on set. So believe it or not, and I'm not lying, and a lot of my close friends in the industry know this, I don't read the full script until the day of I get on set.
Hold on.
Exactly.
You just said I was just about to ask you. I said, well, how long does it get to where you memorize the script? And you just said literally that you don't read the script until the day you go on set.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Everything that I need to do for my character. Don't get me wrong. We have a table read ahead of schedule, right? Like maybe a week or two in advance. When I, step on for the table read and all of us are in character, we're reading our lines, reading the whole story, it all registers in my head right away. So it stays in my head. So that's first part. So that's number one. Number two, when I already know all that, then I go back, I read just my character alone. And then I go line by line or scene by scene, just by me. I don't look at anyone else's lines anymore. And then once I have that in my head and I feel the characters in me already, and then I don't do anything else. I wait till the day of. I don't want anyone to bother me. I don't want anyone to get this out of my head. And then I walk on set as the character is in my head already. And
that's so great. That's awesome. That's awesome that you can do that. I think that's a talent in itself, because like I couldn't imagine like I went to Bible college and I think of a lot of the papers that I had to write, like my final exam, I had to write a depiction of the entire Bible from Genesis to Revelation and do a timeline by date.
Mm-hmm.
So the timeline's going to be different than what your explanation from Genesis to Revelations is. But I can tell you what, man, like I went back through and I read, what I wrote, and I'm like, man, I am so glad I don't have to sit there and read this thing over and over and over again because it's so frustrating, and I can imagine it's probably the same with you guys.
Well, what's frustrating is when I bust my ass and make it happen and I show up and I find out that there's like, I don't know, like maybe an actor that doesn't know his stuff or her stuff. And I have to rearrange so much in what I memorized to help her or him in the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
So I make sure that whole scene together is comfortable. I don't want anyone feeling nervous. So, because if you're nervous, it's going to show in front of the camera, and then I'm going to go back to the camera and say, "Hey, how did it look?" It didn't look all right because that person was nervous. You could tell, wasn't relaxed, wasn't in character. I'm like, shit. So I'm like, okay. So we scrap that. I go back. I'm like, let's just have fun. Forget about the lines right now. Let's just enjoy each other, right? Let's just talk. Let's laugh. Let's have some fun. And then once that happens, right, and there's no more nerves, and I get the nerves out of them, and now you're just like yourself again, right? I'm like, are you cool? And he or she says, yes. Thanks for helping. I said, no problem. Now let's go over the lines again really quick. But this time, let's see where you're struggling with, and then we'll tweak it. So, and then we go over it, tweak it and stuff. So we do it again. And some of the lines weren't there still, right? So I said, all right, this is what we're going to do. Whatever you do, the dialogue that we're doing, right? You know what we have to do. So what I want you to do is improv it then. Just make it your own. But whatever you do, this is very important, end the same line at the end of how it's written, because that's when I know my cue has to come in now. So as long as you improv it, I don't give a shit. As long as it looks good and sounds great and it's very believable for the audience, do it. I don't care. But the dialogue, what has to be done and what your character has to do. But
you're answering like my next questions, like before I even ask, like you're in my head or something, because I was going to ask you, how many times do you have to go off script? And you just basically answered that and gave me more information with it.
Yeah.
Are you psychic?
Well, Glenn knows.
Interesting.
We talked about it. So
Yeah,
let me give a shout out to Daryl for a minute. Give me 1 second. This is what the movie he was talking about. It'll pop up.
There it is.
That is
At
the one.
night they come.
Well, now, see, I have a smaller screen because I'm on my phone. That says "At night they came," right?
They
Well, it's
come.
called At Night They Come. My friend Daryl Goldberg made it. He's already over an hour into the movie, filming it now. It's about a sci-fi alien abduction movie where Daryl's character is named John Mercer, and he gets these weird things that are happening to him. Like,
What'd you say his name was? John Mercer?
John Mercer, that's the character.
Dude, that's like an awesome name for a movie star. It's like my name. It's like my name. My name is Shane McLain. Now I could either be a porn star or I could be a movie thing. I mean, like my name rhymes, but thank God it's not something like John Wayne McLain. Can you imagine having a name like that?
Well, I'm starting to see the resemblance of rhyming here. That's for sure.
Yeah, I believe me. I mean, I love the name Shane because there's not many Shanes anymore. But when I was growing up, man, like you know how many times you get kids coming around and they're like, "Oh, Shane McLain." Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's me. I don't think I developed the whole thing about being a porn star until later on, though. Let's not even go there.
Yeah, your wife's right there. You don't want to get slapped.
Oh, I've told her that. I've told her, and then, of course she gives me this look like, really? That's what you think of when you say your name? You think of being a porn star? Well, I mean, come on now. I mean, if you clicked on it, you're like, hey, there's Shane McLain.
Shane McLain, the porn star.
Daryl is saying you are playing an alien TV show host in his movie.
What is it?
Yeah.
An alien TV. I was talking to an alien TV show host.
Yep.
An alien TV show. That's very interesting.
So Daryl, he gave me the role. I played the second lead role in the movie behind Daryl's character, and he gave me this role of a TV show personality host. So I have my own show in the movie. I have to wear a nice suit. My hair is going to be slicked back, and everything that I do, it's about aliens.
You're a smooth looking guy, dude.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, my hat was backwards, but then I started sweating, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to show
Yeah,
that.
but dude, the way you wear your cowboy hat and everything, man, I'm like, man, look, this dude, somebody that can pull that off. Yeah. You're a pretty slick looking dude, man.
I enjoy it. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I want to get into Westerns. There's a lot of people that are reaching out to me. There's a lot of people from the Yellowstone reboot TV show that actually has been contacting me that are big fans of the show. And they said, hey, we're following you and stuff. And you got that good look for a Yellowstone reboot movie.
You've never done a Western?
TV show. Yeah, so I kind of like messed around with it a little bit, and I was trying to send pictures to the Yellowstone reboot TV show, and I was like, "Hey, what do you guys think about this look of me? You think I'll fit in?" And I got some responses. They said, "You got to get on that show. You're an actor, and you got the look. Go." And I'm like, "Well, it's not that easy, So I'm trying to.
I mean, could you blend like Western and horror together, because like that's a pretty difficult range there.
Oh boy,
because like you can't put certain things in an old Western like that.
Well, you're reading my mind now, Shane. So I'm about to say something now. All right, now the truth is going to come out. I try to keep it a little secret until we get closer, but there's already a script that's copywritten. It's already completed. Me, my friend Jose Masonet, and my friend Matt Vasquez, we actually have a script, full-length feature film script that we haven't announced recently at all, but we are going to do it soon. But since you brought it up, it is a horror Western feature.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
It's called Sunset. It's called Sunset Showdown. That's what.
Yeah, I don't want you to give that away, because I mean you're just now putting this out. My next question would be like what would it be like in horror right there? Like I can see like in old Westerns, like if it was more paranormal range.
Uh-huh.
Something like that, but like, I don't know. The only way that I think that monsters could come in, or, zombies could come in, is like, because in the West back then, they used to have a bunch of things like outbreaks and stuff like that, where they would, but I mean, I'm sure you got everything to where you.
Yeah. I mean, we got the monsters in it. It's a little surprise that I don't want to give away. It's a spoiler.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
But it's a really good story. I'm thinking about trying to talk to people, see if anyone wants to pick up the script. Maybe we could make it happen by next year sometime. But it's really, really good. If people like Westerns and horrors, and we combine the two in this, oh my God, it's a really good story. It's copywritten. I could give it to any of you guys to read. It's no big deal. It's already copywritten. So it's not like anyone could say, hey, it's your idea or your idea. You can't. So it's no big deal. So
yeah, that's it.
Send it to you if you want.
I think that'll be awesome. I think that would be, to mix Western like that. I think that would be. Now, they have a couple films like I just watched this one. Was it Michael Jordan that played in it? Not like Jordan, the actor Michael Jordan.
Sinners, the vampire movie.
Yeah, like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you first watch that, when you first see it, and you don't know anything about it, like there's nothing scary about it, and then everything happens at one time.
You know what I love the most? I love it that it's based in the South, and you got that whole badass vibe. And when you just think, hey, we're just having fun, going out in the middle of nowhere and just having drinks and dancing and singing and everything like that, and all of a sudden you get a knock on the front door, and then you got three weirdos that come out, and then you find out that they're actually vampires. Oh my
Yeah, they
God.
try to get you outside.
They try to get you
Yeah, they try to get you outside.
That was awesome because
Yeah. They really did a good job on that movie, man.
Yeah. See, the thing about vampires is you got to invite them in. They can't just walk in, right? So that's the good thing about that movie. Everyone says, "Oh, don't invite them in. We don't know them. Just you stay out there." So and then every time when people go out there, that's when you get eaten and you turn into a vampire and stuff like that. So I love that. And by the way, I have 3 vampire movies that I'm going to be starring in coming up in the next year and 2. So that's why I'm growing my hair out long.
Are you gonna be a vampire?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I know somebody that can make you fangs in New Orleans if you are daring to show up.
Yeah, hey, that's that. Do you ever go to these Paracons? Do you ever go and like put stuff out?
I'm going to. Yeah, Gwen's going to help me with that.
Yeah, dude, Gwen, you should hook him up in the New Orleans one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to come to New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And Father Sebastian makes fangs. That's one of what he does. He's like sought out, and he's probably going to be making some.
Now let's see. Now, if she were to, she wants you to come to New Orleans and stuff like that. Like, does she have to contact some of your people to get you out there, or can she just go right through you?
Go right to the horse's mouth. Come right to me. You tell me exactly what needs to be done. But see, here's the thing. You know what's the most important thing that's going to happen? If you don't have mucho dinero, then it's going to be a little struggle because it's 8 hours away from me and I got to drive and I got to probably fill up my gas tank 2-3 times and then coming back the other way 2-3 times. I'm in between different jobs. I'm waiting for payments and stuff. In the movie industry, when you work and you get paid roles, it doesn't happen all the time that you get paid. So sometimes it's a waiting process. Sometimes you get paid right away. Sometimes you get paid up front. It all depends on who you're working with. So that is, a problem at times. And whenever I want to do something big and bigger and bigger, because now I got to wait. It's not on my time. It's on when they're going to send me the money, right?
Yeah.
So, and you guys, this is what we're talking about. This is the New Orleans Paracon. It's coming up. I'll be there.
Man, look at that lineup, dude. Look at it. Patty Negri, John Zaffis, the Godfather. I mean, Father Bob Bailey. Hey, that's one that I still haven't had on here yet.
I will work on that for you. I wasn't sure how that would go, but yeah. Look, I will be there. I'm not on the poster, guys, but I'll be there. So if you happen to be coming to New Orleans, look for me. I'm going to swindle him into coming, and you can get a picture signed. So there's that.
Yeah, we'll have posters made and everything like that, the whole 9 yards. I love to meet people. Like I said, I'm a horror actor, but then again, I do thriller. I do pretty much everything. You can see all my work on Tubi and YouTube, and it's all over the place. But I would love to throw my name in the mix. I'm a rookie, right? I'm a rookie with Paracons and a lot of the paranormal stuff compared to all you guys. But I'm so fascinated with it all. I put 3 teams together at 3 different times in 3 different states, and I started doing my own investigations with my own teams. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that with you. Because it said that you were a skeptic and stuff like that. Was it more on the fact is like, come on, how does that, work?
So I have a question for him. Are you really still a skeptic now?
Well, I mean, I could say I definitely see a lot of stuff that scared the shit out of me, and maybe
they're the best ones to have, though.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll tell you a quick story. So, like I told Gwen this, and a lot of people already know, but I'll
throw names out yet. Don't throw names out. Just
So I put a team together, and we went to Wilson Castle in Vermont, and I had a weekend thing over there. So I had a great team I put together, and I had a combination of everybody, and it was exciting. So when we stay there for like a weekend, we go there, and we're getting everything together, and I'm learning the ropes with everybody else there. And I'll tell you, when lights went out, a lot of weird shit went down, and I I definitely saw a lot of stuff that made me have goosebumps and had my hair stand up on my back of my neck and everything like that. And I asked everybody, I said, "Did you see what I just saw?" And they're like, "What did you see?" And I tell them what I saw. And then they're like, "Holy shit, how did you know that? That's really what was here." And I said, "Something's going on with me here, man." So I'm starting to feel things, see things. And sometimes people weren't even seeing what I'm seeing. Like literally everything I was seeing and feeling was happening for me and no one else saw. So, and then I looked at everybody else and I said, "Stop fucking with me. You guys saw that." And they're like, "No, we didn't." And I'm like,
Did you run into David Childers while you were there?
Yeah. I brought David Childers and his now wife.
He loves Wilson Castle.
Oh yeah, he's there. Yeah, so he was with me. I also brought Michelle Roos there. So we definitely had a really fun time. It was awesome. But it's funny because we had full batteries every time, and every time we were seeing things and things were happening, it went down at 0, just in a blink like that. And then we saw a black mist flying overhead. We saw we were hearing things. Things were blinking on and off. It was just very, very interesting. I mean,
it fascinates me too. And like I said, I've got my own paranormal team, but I'm a Knights Templar. Mm-hmm. I'm a Knights Templar, and I'm also an Archbishop, through the Knights Templar, so my wife and I, we work cases to where people are having paranormal experiences in their house, and things like that. And then we go and we help, evacuate, mm-hmm. The spirits that are there. So, I mean, I'm not a paranormal clergy. I'm a clergy that works in the paranormal. But I appreciate the paranormal. I had my own experiences. I had my first experience when I was 10 years old where I saw my grandfather. And then like a couple weeks after that, other stuff happened that was in my grandfather's room. And I've been fascinated with it, because let's be truthful, man. Like no one has direct answers in the paranormal. Your experience and my experience could be two different things. Like if I went to Wilson Castle, I may see an orb, or I may see a door shut or something like that. You may see a full body apparition, which is the creme de la, or whatever. If you get a full body apparition, I'm telling you now, dude, that's what every paranormal investigator chases right there.
Yeah, it's fun stuff, man. I'm a history buff, so I would love to do stuff like Civil War, Revolutionary War, the Old West, the Wild West, Rome. I love all that stuff.
Oh, Rome, man. Yeah. That's
I love that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I like the fact is it goes like Babylonia, and then Persia, and then from Persia to Rome.
Yep.
And that's where Jesus is born, and that's the reason why the Jews don't even believe that Jesus was the Messiah, because in their minds they're thinking, okay, the Messiah is going to come blazing through the sky on a white Pegasus horse, and he's going to come and he's going to overthrow the Roman government. Mm. And it was nothing like that. Yeah. So it interests me too. I'm more of a theological base, when it comes to history and things like that. But I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it. And I think Rome is probably one of those places that like I've always wondered, like in Egypt and stuff like that. how in the world did you get a bunch of skinny Egyptians to move them blocks?
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
You know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. And then like people tell me, oh, there were aliens, or you know, there were giants, there were, you know, and then like you all think that's crazy and stuff like that. But if you like read the book of Enoch, which is another end of the Bible, you know, that didn't make it into the Bible, you know, it clearly talks, you know, about potential aliens and giants that were, some were 30 feet tall, some of them were 150 feet tall.
That's crazy.
You know, so I mean, I can't even imagine that. And they went to a place last year, and they found a rock that was on the inside of a mountain of a footprint, and it was implanted in this rock. And this guy was 6'3", and he was standing inside the foot.
Wow.
Now, I mean, I can't even imagine that, man. You know, I can't even imagine, you know. I mean, I'm 5'7" on a good day. I can't imagine being 150 feet tall.
Yeah.
I'd be standing there next to his ankle.
Well, it's gonna look similar to the movie that's coming out by Christopher Nolan called The Odyssey. That's coming out on the 17th of this month. It has everything in that movie. They got giants, they got cyclops, they got everything you can imagine in the Odyssey is in that movie. It's going to be pretty cool.
Do you guys, are your giants like authentic people, or are they like AI?
Well, I mean, now more and more people are starting to use AI and doing stuff that makes it more, you know, realistic in a way. And
It's convenient.
don't like that because they want it to be authentic, and they feel like you're cheating the system in a way by everybody else doing all the hard work, and now you're taking the shortcut by just doing like computer stuff. But some things are happening with AI. It's going to be more and more eventually. That's why a lot of people are going to be in trouble pretty soon once it develops more and more. But right now we get latex costumes and we paint it on the outside, make it look really crazy looking. And then we bring actors in that go in that, and then they just got to act it out. So that's a lot more realistic and a lot more scarier.
And you can make them, like you could just take an actor like that and make them like really, really big.
Yeah, it's all about camera angles. It's about having a tall guy already, but then angle it differently so he could look a lot taller than he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of magic we could do. That's why it's called movie magic, man. We always make the magic in the scenes.
Definitely. You know, my wife she's real big on Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's real big like on the first Halloween.
Yeah. I'm
real big on Rob Zombie's Halloween. Now, because like I look at Angie's, you know, that Michael Myers doesn't really scare me at all. But you take that guy that's in Halloween 2 of Rob Zombies, the guy that played Sabretooth in X-Men, that can flip over cars.
Tyler
That's
Mane.
the kind of Michael Myers that you need to put in a movie right there.
Yeah, that's Tyler Mane. He played Michael Myers in Halloween like a few years ago. So he's really good. But what I'm going to try and do soon enough is I want to play more. Like, I play a villain in the horror industry a lot, right? And thrillers and stuff like that. But what I want to start jumping into soon is I want to start being one of those killers, like more of the monsters. Like Kane Hodder, who's Jason, right? Original Jason.
I met Kane Hodder too. And yeah.
So I'm thinking, because I am talking to some people about me transforming myself into a normal dude, right? Loving guy, hopeless romantic stuff, right? And then that's my persona over there for the character. So everyone loves me. They want the best for me, right? Because I'm always going to love and care and feel for the character. But then a tragic thing happens, and then I turn into this monster. And then you'll see the latex, you see the creature come out, and then like stuff like that. I want to create something that's never been done before. That's me.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Like the way you were just talking, it was like American Psycho. You know, something like that. You know, where he's loved by everyone, or Dexter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, he's loved by everyone, but he's just got this side to him.
Yeah. Well,
you know.
So there's a feature film coming out on Tubi really soon and other platforms. It's called Doll of Deceit, where I play a loving rich husband. I do anything for my wife to make her happy, feel loved like a queen, right? But you see all these little porcelain dolls all over the damn house too. And when she's talking to me, I stop in the middle of conversation and I'm looking at dolls and I pick them up and I'm like caressing the doll's face.
Oh no.
And then I'm like, I'm sorry, babe. What were we saying again? And then she's like, what happened? What's wrong? I'm like, I gotta go. And then I go upstairs, and what my wife doesn't realize, she knows something's up, but she doesn't know how I make all my money. There's a website called Pretty Porcelain Playmates that I created, and a lot of the loved ones that are my customers, they lost someone that they loved. They want me to somehow get them back. So what I decided to do is they pay me $200,000 on the black market. So what I do is I go out after they pay me, and I go to like parks, I go to clubs, I go to all different areas where they kind of like, I can find a person that looks like these lost loved ones that they want me to find. So I kind of like seduce them, or I sweet talk them, and I make them trust me, and then I kill them. And then when I kill them, I cut them up into body parts of doll body parts. So it's a human doll, but part of their body parts is in the doll. So,
okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
You got your loved one back.
Kind of like a house of wax kind of situation. Yeah.
Exactly. But cuckoo head in this character, I'm a serial killer at night. No one knows. That's how I make my money. So I got to keep the secret. So when you watch the movie, loving rich husband during the day, and then at night, serial killer. And then I have to, obviously find these lost loved ones that they want, but turn them into dolls. And then I send them back to them as adult-sized versions. And
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That'll be good. That'll be good, though. When I think of porcelain dolls, my wife told me a story about, like, when she was a little girl, she had a porcelain doll. And did you say the mouth was closed?
Yeah.
The mouth on the porcelain doll was closed. Mm-hmm. It was completely closed. Yeah. And she went back into the room or something like that. And her mom turned and looked at the doll, and the doll had teeth.
Wow.
She's like, "What's wrong with your doll?" Now they both knew that the mouth was closed.
Yeah.
And now this thing's got teeth. Man, I'm telling you, listen, you could not give me a big enough hammer.
Yeah.
Because I am smashing that daggone doll, man. That doll ain't going to be growing teeth in front of me, man. And then, it would be the kind for me to be laying in the bed, and all of a sudden this joker jump at the foot of the bed and then starts like cussing at me or something. No, I don't think so.
Shane, come on. I have a doll over here. Don't make me bring her out, Shane. Don't do it.
No. Don't do it. No, we don't need none of that in here, dude. We're having a great conversation. We don't need none of that. Don't bring no stupid doll in here.
That reminds me, Gwen gave me another doll right here if I could show you.
Oh, man, now you're going to do it.
No, I was kidding. She didn't get
it. So, David, why don't you tell people? Won't you tell everybody, because we're getting short on time? Why don't you tell everybody how to get a hold of you? Your social media handles, stuff like that.
All right, hey, ladies and gents, here's my direct cell number. No, I was kidding.
Let's dox him. Dox this guy.
So obviously Facebook, right? David J. Paul. I'm sure Gwen will show everybody how to find me on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram. Just go to David.J.Paul, and that's where I'm at as well. I have a TikTok page. So I pretty much like to stay awake in the world as often as I can for everybody and show people what I like to do and stuff. But then again, I'm trying to work with Gwen and trying to get my rookie self out into Paracons and Comic Cons and, just starting to shake things up a bit, So
yeah, because like they work hand in hand,
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, you won't be the only horror guy there. Like when
Okay.
you go to these Paracons like that, like horror people love to go there. So I
Yeah.
mean, you'll see Jason dressed like, you'll see zombies, you'll see all kind of other stuff there, but then you got your paranormal investigators and stuff like that there. So I mean, they work hand in hand, so you'll fit in perfectly in there.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. And I'm going to start doing this little by little, get my feet wet a little bit more. And I like I said, I have a lot of movies that's already out right now. We'll get posters out there. I could sign them. I could take pics with people and stuff like that. Have a great time. And you never know. I might even find somebody that maybe comes up to me, I have a good vibe with, and maybe I could give them a one-time only special of having their own self come on set. And
Whoa.
yeah.
Interesting there.
You never know what could happen.
Yeah, it could happen. David, thank you so much, man. You have been an awesome guest. I really appreciate you taking your time to come on and spend an hour and talk with us and stuff like that. You've been a blast, brother, and I really appreciate it. It was very nice meeting you too, and I wish you nothing but the greatest success, and just, you're an awesome dude, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And same thing with you, and you and your wife. Be good, stay healthy as best everyone can, and maybe we'll see each other in person.
Okay, all right. Hey, it was good meeting you, brother, and thank you again.
All right, you're
Hold
welcome.
on in the background a minute. We'll talk
Yes.
after the show.
Thank you.
And Shane, don't end. Just hang on.
It cuts
Don't
off,
end anything.
Gwen.
No, it don't touch anything. Just stay there.
I don't touch nothing. It cuts off.
Well,
Ladies
just
and
stay there.
gentlemen,
You
we're
get
gonna
hit,
have
Okay.
come back.
difficulties.
I know. Just all right. We're gonna put you in the back and finish up. Hold on.
Hey, no, hey, look. I really wasn't expecting, that good of a show, but he is awesome. I mean, he really
when I
is, and it was.
Yeah.
Especially for somebody like last minute like that. I mean, no, he really filled the shoes there. And I mean, you guys look him up, man. Look up David J. Paul. I mean, he's just an awesome guy, and he's very responsive. He will talk to you, so you guys look him up, man. And I promise you will not be disappointed. Well, I thank each and every one of you for coming on here, being a part of it, commenting, doing what you do. And I thank you so much. But you guys stay safe, be blessed always, and stay spooky, people. Peace.